1. The Gilded Age Season 3 episode schedule and release times explained. 2. Why Gladys agrees to marry the Duke in The Gilded Age, Taissa Farmiga explains. 3. The Gilded Age Season 3 Episode 3 recap, Bertha refuses to fail key moments and spoilers. 4. Andrea Martin as Madame Dashkova in The Gilded Age Season 3. 1. The Gilded Age Season 3 episode schedule and release times explained. The battle for social supremacy continues, everything you need to know about The Gilded Age, Season 3. The gloves are off in 1880s New York as Julian Fellowes, The Gilded Age, Season 3 delivers shattering glass ceilings and some serious shade. HBO's opulent period drama exploded onto screens on June 22, 2025, with record viewership, 2.7 million U.S. viewers tuned in during its opening weekend. This season, the old guard's grip on power is slipping post-opera war, while the ambitious Russell family aims to replace them at society's pinnacle. The question on everyone's mind, will nouveau riche upstarts crash the party, or will tradition prevail? Here's the deal, Bertha Russell is eyeing a prize that could catapult her family to unprecedented status, George risks everything to reshape the railroad industry, and the Brook household teeters on chaos as Ada challenges Agnes's authority. But here's the kicker, ambition might come at the cost of what truly matters. When can you dive into the next episode? Let's spill the tea, Next episode drop. New episodes air Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time on HBO and Max. Mark your calendars. July 6, Episode 3, The Stakes Rise as Allegiances Shift. July 13, Episode 4, Secrets Threaten to Derail Plans. July 20, Episode 5, The Social Storm Intensifies. July 27, Episode 6, Dramatic Confrontations Loom. August 3, Episode 7, The Penultimate Showdown. August 10, Episode 8, Season Finale, Will the Russells Reign? Pro tip, catch up on Episodes 1 and 2 now streaming on Max. Where to watch? Don't miss the drama, stream new episodes weekly on Max or watch via Sling Plus Max, click the link above for details. Seasons 1 and 2 are also available for binge watching. Meet the cast. Main cast. Carrie Coon as Bertha Russell. Christine Baranski as Agnes Van Ryn. Cynthia Nixon as Ada Brook. Morgan Spector as George Russell. Louisa Jacobson as Marion Brook. Supporting cast, Taissa Farmiga, Harry Richardson, Blake Ritson, and Jessica Francis Dukes join a star-studded ensemble. Special shout-out to Baranski's scenery-chewing turn, will she steal the season? Sneak peek. Max dropped the Season 3 trailer on June 3. Let's revisit the key moments that set the stage for this explosive arc. Controversy alert, some fans argue the Russells' rise mirrors modern social media culture. Others claim it's a timeless commentary on class. Hot take, will the Russells dethrone the old guard? Let us know below, Warning, spoilers ahead, but we'll keep it brief. The opera war aftermath sets the stage for power struggles, and George's railroad gambit could either make or break him. The trailer hints at high-stakes alliances and fractured relationships. The real question, will ambition destroy what's truly valuable? What's your take? Do you stand with the old money elite or cheer the nouveau riche? The comments await your verdict. And, as always, we'll never sacrifice quality for cash, all recommendations are editorially independent. 2. Why Gladys agrees to marry the Duke in The Gilded Age, Taissa Farmiga explains. In a world where societal pressures and personal desires often clash, The Gilded Age unfolds as a gripping tale of ambition, love, and a weight of expectation. Season 3's Episode 3, titled Love is Never Easy, leaves viewers grappling with the complexities of fate and free will as Gladys Russell, Taissa Farmiga, navigates a life of privilege and strife. The episode's climax sees Gladys reluctantly agree to marry the Duke of Buckingham, a decision that feels both inevitable and profoundly painful. But here's where it gets controversial. While the Duke's proposal is framed as a noble gesture, many argue it's a desperate attempt to salvage a relationship that's already been broken by years of manipulation and emotional exhaustion. The story hinges on Gladys's internal conflict, her longing for connection, her fear of the future, and the crushing expectations of her family. As the episode unfolds, it becomes clear that Gladys's decision is not just a matter of love but a battle against the forces shaping her destiny. Her mother, Bertha, Carrie Coon, has spent years orchestrating a web of schemes to secure her daughter's fortune, leaving Gladys trapped in a cycle of dependency. Even her father, Morgan Spector, seems complicit, offering his support in a way that feels more like a transaction than a gesture of love. The episode's most poignant moment arrives when Gladys finally confronts the reality of her choices. She's forced to reckon with the truth: the Duke's proposal is not a romantic opportunity but a calculated move to claim what he believes is rightfully hers. Yet, as the camera pans over the lavish New York City setting, it's clear that the real drama lies in the quiet moments between them. Gladys's initial reluctance to accept the match is met with a mix of hope and resignation, and in a twist that leaves audiences breathless, she ultimately agrees, not out of love, but out of a desire to escape the suffocating grip of her circumstances. The final scene is a haunting one. Gladys, now engaged, stands before a portrait of the Duke, her fingers trembling as she clutches a necklace that's about to fall. The imagery is a metaphor for the fragility of her newfound freedom, a reminder that even the most promising beginnings can be undone by the weight of expectation. In a nod to the show's signature style, Farmiga delivers a performance that balances vulnerability with resilience, capturing the tension between desire and duty. As the episode closes, the audience is left wondering, was Gladys's decision a triumph of will, or a betrayal of her own dreams? The show's creators leave the door open for interpretation, inviting viewers to question whether true love is born of choice or circumstance. And this is the part most people miss, because the answer isn't always clear, and the stakes are higher than anyone realizes. 3. The Gilded Age Season 3 Episode 3 Recap: Bertha refuses to fail. Key moments and spoilers. Bertha Russell's relentless pursuit of power and perfection defeats all obstacles in this jaw-dropping episode of The Gilded Age, even as Gladys's forced engagement threatens to unravel both her happiness and her mother's reputation. But here's the kicker: what happens when pragmatic ambition collides with forced romance? Let's unravel this tangled web step by step. Bertha's masterclass in persistence. Gladys thought she'd dodged a bullet when George's initial negotiations with the Duke of Buckingham collapsed. But Bertha isn't just biding her time, she's redefining the rules. After George's blunt dismissal of Hector's financial demands, "I couldn't care less," and Gladys's momentary joy at her narrow escape, Bertha orchestrates a stunning reversal. Her secret weapon. Strategic concessions wrapped in steel resolve. The negotiation tango. This isn't your typical bargaining session. George's exasperation, "I wash my hands of it," clashes with Bertha's calculated gambits. The key twist. Bertha tricks Hector into accepting Gladys's allowance as part of the deal, effectively forcing him to treat her well or lose his inherited estate. It's a chess move so sharp, even Gladys can't hide her admiration, though her beaming smile fades into panic when Hector returns. Newport's hidden dangers. Peggy's apparent victory, reconnecting with Dr. Kirkland, hides landmines. His mother, Elizabeth, Felicia Rashad, oozes condescension, diminishing Arthur's achievements as a salesman, while casually erasing his history of enslavement. Athena calls her a preference for colorism, Arthur names it prejudice. Meanwhile, Peggy's growing bond with William faces a cultural storm. Will Elizabeth's snobbery derail their relationship? Agnes and Ada's invisible war. At 61st Street, Agnes seethes at being excluded from a donor list, her contributions erased while Ada's vanity checks get the credit. Her dark joke about joining Aurora's women of ill repute hints at deeper isolation. But Ada's temperance crusade hits a snag when staff refuse to sign pledges, exposing a household divided. And what about that cryptic mention of a séance? Could Ada turn spiritualist to reconnect with Luke? Jack's clock conundrum. Jack's imposter syndrome melts away during investor meetings, proving he's more than Larry's sidekick. But even with Armstrong's reluctant pep talk, the clock project teeters. Is Jack doubting his own genius? The technical challenge isn't just about gadgets, it's about believing in your vision when everyone else wavers. Bertha's opera gamble. George skips the opera, but Bertha's both witness and warrior. Her maid's revelation about Larry and Marion's kiss triggers a strategic backtrack. She neutralizes Miss Andre's gossip before pivoting to sabotage the Delanceys. Her late-night summons to reunite Gladys and Hector is pure theater. A marriage is about sharing assets, she icily decrees, binding Gladys's fate tighter than her pearl choker. The portrait's chilling omen. The episode closes with Bertha's triumph. Gladys and Hector stand united, the portrait unveiled to thunderous applause. But Gladys's choker snaps, a minute detail that screams, bad omen. Was it nerves, sabotage, or fate's warning? Bertha beaming beneath those Astor-approved jewels knows better than anyone, in this game, only the ruthless survive. Should Bertha's tactics be admired or condemned? Share your take in the comments. Does winning at all costs ever justify the social battle scars left behind? And what's your verdict on Elizabeth Curlin's prejudice versus Arthur's defiance? Let's dissect this moral maze. 4. Andrea Martin as Madame Dashkova in the Gilded Age Season 3. Have you ever wondered what secrets lie beneath the glitz and glamour of the Gilded Age? Brace yourself, because Season 3 of The Gilded Age is about to reveal some shocking truths. But here's where it gets controversial. As the Russell family prepares for Gladys' wedding, not all is as it seems. And this is the part most people miss. A new sneak peek has been released for the highly anticipated Season 3 of The Gilded Age, offering viewers a tantalizing glimpse into the upcoming 4th episode. The video introduces Andrea Martin, the Tony Award-winning actress known for her Broadway roles, as Madame Dashkova. In this episode, Martin's character offers Cynthia Nixon's Ada insights about her late husband, adding a layer of mystery to the storyline. While the Russell family gears up for a wedding, the stakes continue to rise in the world of The Gilded Age. Bertha, the matriarch of the Russell family, sets her sights on a prize that could elevate her family to unimaginable heights. However, this ambition comes at a cost. George, Bertha's husband, risks everything on a revolutionary railroad scheme that could either make or break him. As the Brook household descends into chaos, Agnes refuses to accept Ada's new position as lady of the house. Meanwhile, Peggy, a character known for her ambition, meets a handsome doctor from Newport, but his family isn't thrilled about her career. As New York City hurtles towards the future, the characters must grapple with the question, what are they willing to sacrifice for success? The ensemble cast for Season 3 is nothing short of spectacular, featuring Broadway legends like Carrie Coon, Christine Baranski, and Audra McDonald, among others. This season promises to be a feast for theater and Broadway fans, with an array of talent that will leave audiences spellbound. Controversial point and thought-provoking question, The Gilded Age is known for its heavy use of theater and Broadway performers. But is this a stroke of genius or a recipe for disaster? What do you think? Do the performances enhance the storytelling or overshadow it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Executive credits and creation. The Gilded Age is created, written, and executive produced by Julian Fellowes, the mastermind behind Downton Abbey. The show also boasts an impressive list of executive producers, including Gareth Neame, David Crockett, Michael Engler, and Bob Greenblatt. Conclusion. As The Gilded Age unfolds, we're left wondering, what will the characters sacrifice for their ambitions? Will their dreams come at too great a cost? Tune in to find out, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments.